Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys. Today we would like to present about the project that we did. Firstly, I would like to state the problem statements for why we did this project. First, the fire extinguisher are too expensive to buy and less able people doesn't have in their house. So it's very dangerous for their safety. Second, there are a lot of people less caring about the fire extinguisher. They thought having fire extinguisher are not important for their house. So we can see nowadays a lot of people doesn't care and thinks having a fire extinguisher is a trivial things.
Now I want to proceed to introduction. In this project, we have been selected to do fire extinguisher with using a fan. We decided to use vinegar and sodium bicarbonate to produce carbon dioxide. This had been proved using the balloon experiment. So last but not least, we also used a fan that can apply the concept of fire extinguisher, which can be used as a sterling tool. So base figure 1.1 show the process of the project.
Okay, now I will explain to you about the methodology of our project. Okay, first of all, when we mix the vinegar and the soda bicarbonate, it will produce the carbon dioxide gas, and the fan will act as the catalyst, or the other way we can say that the fan will speed up the reaction, so we can produce many carbon dioxide gas in a short time. Okay, then when we push the pusher, the pressure in the container will increase, so the carbon dioxide gas inside the container will go out through the rubber tunnel. So that's the methodology of our project.
For the material selection, we choose the material based on the properties as shown in the table. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. For the hinge, the material will be steel. Hinge are provided assistance in the closing or the opening of the body parts and to connect the upper box of the body parts with the lower parts of the box. For the holder, the material will be steel. We put the steel beside the box so it will be easier to carry. For the fan blade, the material will be plastic. The fan blade is main component and the important parts of the mechanism to run this fire extinguisher. It connected to pusher board, motor and the battery, and the purpose is to mix the mixture and make the carbon dioxide gas move out from the funnel. For the curtain sliding door, the material will be polyester. This is to pull and push the pusher so the movement will smooth and this type of material doesn't corrosive and
Okay, now we proceed for the calculation of this project. So we assume that 1 kilogram equal to 9.81 Newton, right? So if there are 7 kilogram, it should be 70 Newton. Okay, now how we can calculate the pressure by using the formula pressure equal to force per area. So we know that our force is 70 Newton divided by our area 4 meter square, and we will get 17.5 Newton per meter square. So the pressure used must be higher than 17.5 Newton per meter square. For the machine will function at its optimum in high pressure.
Reaction of carbolic acid with sodium bicarbonate is known as Bicarb test. This test is used to detect presence of carboxyl group. The reaction of sodium bicarbonate and acetic acid form the salt sodium acetate plus CO2 gas and H2O. Because CO2 is a gas, the mixture will form as CO2 is produced and the gas expand in volume. A ratio of 12 parts of vinegar to 1 part of baking soda is able to create a huge amount of gas. If to put out a large fire, some more ratio of vinegar and baking soda is needed. The amount of fizzing was the same for both. However, there is a difference in the time of reaction between the two. Adding vinegar to baking soda gives an immediate reaction, whereas adding baking soda to vinegar delays the reaction, but the same amount of fizz can be obtained.
design in the proposal is it as below. The improvement that was made from the first design was of the pipe. The front panel were free. The reason why we changed is because of P equal to F over A. For a high pressure that we want, we change it to the bigger area of the funnel to the back. So this fire extinguisher will blow out high pressure gas. Next, the pusher was designed to another shape to make it comfort and safe to push. The original design of the pusher was flat circle. We find out that it's hard to push with only your palm pushing the pusher. So we designed a T-shaped pusher holder that we can grip with our finger and hook it without using more force and energy. As for the handle, after we finish assembling all the parts, it is hard for us to hold the fire extinguisher. So we added the handle on both sides of the body parts to make sure it is easy. Okay, for the inner part, aluminum track was added. Both is aluminum track. On our early design, we didn't think about the friction between the pusher board and the chassis. When we test it, it is hard to push the pusher board because there is no space between it. The solution we got to make sure that easy to push is by adding the aluminum track. The idea is like the curtain and the sliding door. Next, for the mixture holder, the blue rounded rectangular is the holder for mixture. We added it to our project to hold the mixture, so the end product between the vinegar and soda bicarbonate can be removed after use.